Hello there, I'm Jimmy Vegas, and here I am in my Las Vegas Raiders hat and my Las Vegas Raiders jersey. Not because I'm recording this on a Sunday and I'm going to watch the Raiders lose again today. No, it's because I'm talking about Fallout New Vegas, specifically Fallout New Vegas 2, or at least the idea of it. Now, we all know that Fallout New Vegas is considered one of the best Fallout games in the entire franchise, and with good reason. Fallout New Vegas came out at a time when Bethesda had only recently purchased the license or franchise of Fallout. And yes, they'd had Fallout 3, which was pretty good in and of itself. But Fallout New Vegas was created by Obsidian, and Obsidian had the people who were the original makers of the Fallout franchise. So, think of Black Isle, for example. They knew the lore better than anyone else. They knew how to craft the world. They knew the idea of behind the stories, everything. So that's why it's considered one of the best games out there. Bethesda know this. Everyone knows that New Vegas is considered fantastic, that people clamour for it. People want more New Vegas. But it just seems silly to have something Fallout New Vegas 2. It just doesn't seem right. Does it? Really? Because I think it does. Because you could consider something like Battlefield. You got Battlefield 1, Battlefield 2, Battlefield 3, whatever. But then you got Battlefield Bad Company. Well, Battlefield Bad Company 2. It's like a sub-series. Do you get what I mean? Maybe not mainline, but we do consider Fallout New Vegas to be mainline. Now, the obvious thing to point out here, spoiler alert, if you have not watched the Fallout TV series, skip ahead about 60 seconds or so, something like that. You've been warned. At the end of the Fallout TV series, we see New Vegas. Now, it's clear that the second series of the TV series will be set in New Vegas, or at least partially set. They know New Vegas is wanted. People want New Vegas. Would you like to see a New Vegas too? I certainly would. But how would they actually go about this? How would they truly go about creating New Vegas 2? Because it'd just be the same environment, wouldn't it? Well, you could think of the Fallout series to be, I don't know, over multiple years. I mean, for example, Fallout 4 starts in the year 2077 when the bombs fall, and then 200 years later. So it could be anywhere from 2077 to 2277 that you could theoretically set a story based around Boston and Fallout 4. Could you not do the same for Fallout New Vegas? Perhaps you could set New Vegas way in the future. I mean, I don't know what the lore is after, for example, 2300. What happens? Maybe you could set New Vegas in the year, I don't know, 2477, something like that, 400 years after the bombs. But the idea of that, who knows? You're left to your own creative freedom if you're going to create that, because you could, look at some of the lore and say, I don't know, what's canon? Caesar's Legion, is that canon? NCR? Did the NCR come and just demolish New Vegas? Who knows what is canon there? But you can look at it, decide what's canon, or at least if the developers would, and then create New Vegas 2. Would it be set in New Vegas? Yeah, I think it would, but the landscape would be totally different. A good example of that is look at New York City. What did New York City look like 200 years ago? It still didn't look like what it does now, does it? So the environment would technically be a lot different. It'd feel like a whole new game, but it feels similar in so many ways. You could go down to Novak and see, well, yeah, actually, I recognise that, but it looks so different now 200 years later. You could go up to Nellis and say, oh, wow, look, it's evolved so much. It's like its own city now because they've developed further up north. There's so much you could do with it based on a different timeline 200 years later. So I don't think it's outside the realms of possibility to get a Fallout New Vegas 2. Where's Fallout 5 in all of this? Look, let's leave Fallout 5. That's a long way in the future. We've not even had Elder Scrolls 6 yet. I don't know what Bethesda are playing at. They take way too long to make games. But because Obsidian and Bethesda are all under Microsoft now, it's been spoke about so many times that they could theoretically create that game. They could do it with the help of Bethesda because they are technically together again. I mean, I know that sounds over-romanticized. It really does, because that's not how the video game development world works at all. But it's what us fans would like to see it as. I know a lot of fans like myself would love to see Obsidian create another Fallout. I mean, if you're a Fallout fan, tell me you don't want Obsidian to make another Fallout. Tell me you want Bethesda to make it, and just like Fallout 76. And look, Fallout 76 is okay now. Look, I know it was an absolute pile of trash on release, but it has gotten better. But it shouldn't take that long to get something better. It should be good on release, not bloody years later. I don't know. So I would love to see a Fallout New Vegas 2. And to me, in my mind, it would make sense to have that tied in with the TV series from Amazon. But no, Bethesda won't do that. No, nobody will do Fallout New Vegas 2. It'll never, ever happen. I mean, you look at the Fallout series in general, they don't really tend to revisit areas that they've already been to. It's a good idea. Could you imagine the Capital Wasteland in 300 years' time? Yeah, it looked different again, but you never know. Civilization could have built itself up again. It could be overrun with super mutants, so there's nothing to do. Who knows? But it's the lore. The lore of the Fallout universe is important in all of this, because these are the stories that you can create. But create a story in New Vegas again. I guarantee there's so many stories that we could explore within New Vegas, hence New Vegas 2. At the very least, Microsoft, just get them to remake or remaster New Vegas and put it out there. Make it look awesome, fix things, expand things, just do something with New Vegas, please. Anyway, what do you think? Would you like to see Fallout New Vegas 2? I would, but let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.